is the first question is, right, how do we get started with this? The first thing to do is get everybody in a room, to get individuals from each department across the business. And what we both typically do is sit there and chair and facilitate that meeting and just get people talking about their job and their role. And this isn't just about automation AI, this improves interdepartmental communication. Some of the things that have just been resolved in a business without doing anything technology-wise, just by people going, oh, right, well, if you do that, that causes this issue over here. Well, I didn't know that. Well, we can change. We don't need it to work that way. I remember I went into one customer, I think it was something like some engineer sheets that used to kind of get sent back in, and they would print them out. They would then handwrite the job number on there, because that's many years ago, that's what the finance team demanded. They would then have to go back and scan them in. Then they would send it to their email. Then they would save it to a SharePoint folder. And then they would email it on, etc. Without kind of getting into all the really specifics. And I kind of just went, why'd you do that? Well, because they have to have this number on the document itself. I said, well, one, there's a couple of smart ways, but why do they need that number? And they couldn't answer the question. I said, right, can we just go and ask finance why they need that number? And we kind of went to talk to finance and went, we don't. And but this person was processing probably about 80 of these sheets a day, and massive frustration for her in terms of that role. But just getting people to talk to each other, it was like, well, I don't need to do that. I've been doing that for God knows how long. Refer back to the example you kind of said earlier, where we went into a team of data analysts, and effectively all they were doing was manipulating data and manipulating spreadsheets. And it was boring, mundane work. It needed to be done to transform the data to go into their system, but actually could be systemized. Immediately got a huge amount of time back, and their skill that they had in the room was redeployed in the business to actually deliver things that were more productive. Whether you use AAG or whether you talking to your internal IT teams, I'm a massive advocate of going, the time that you will get back in your business, it feels like a loss of productive time by pulling people out of departments and getting them sat in a room and talking to each other because everybody's busy and everybody's got stuff to do. But that will be the most valuable time that you will get, and the return that you will get within the business of people thinking smarter, challenging the way that things are done, having somebody there that can let you know what technology is capable of doing. I think is incredibly powerful. And like I said, I think what we've both experienced is that moment when everyone goes, if you can do that, can we do that? That's the game changer. Yeah, that's